Do you know which Disney movies are Pixar movies? Have you ever noticed the similarities between all Pixar movies? And have you ever wondered how they can possibly be related? Believe it or not, there are many theories that lead to them being related. This is called the Pixar Theory. We have read the original blog post from John Negroni about this theory itself. We have also watched many YouTubers make videos about this theory and how it is explained as well. We want you to be informed on the connections between all Pixar movies based on the theory made by John Negroni. Some of the main points we will be discussing today will be to show examples of objects from different films shown in other movies. We will chronologically explain how the theory is stated and explain the key foundation to the theory that helps connect everything. First off, some examples of objects shown in the movies are called Easter eggs. These Easter eggs are small details that are put in the background of the film that are in the shape of objects or characters that can be from previous or from future films. Producers at Pixar and Disney Studios like to have fun while animating the final product of the film. They love to put these small details into the background of the film to amuse not only themselves, but the fans as well. These Easter eggs are what allowed John Negroni to finalize his Pixar theory. Some examples that are very common around the Pixar universe are the Pizza Planet truck, the Luxo ball, and A113, which stands for a classroom in the California Institute of the Arts that many animators have studied at. Going into the theory itself, it conflicts with three major races: animals, humans, and artificial intelligence. These three races are explained on how they interact with one another. John Negroni begins his theory with the movie Brave. This has to be the only movie that explains why animals act like humans, and this is with the help of a witch using magic called the Will of the Wisp. Merida wants to change her fate, and by the help of the witch, her mother turns into a bear. But even as a bear, her mother still contains her human-like qualities. Animal intelligence is also getting greater throughout the next three movies: Ratatouille, Finding Nemo, and Up. These three movies have animals that have human-like qualities such as talking or performing tasks such as cooking and attending school. Humans are also evolving as well. They are evolving into superheroes in The Incredibles, from the witch's magic, of course. The Omnidroid was created by Syndrome with very high artificial intelligence. By the end of the movie, however, Syndrome's machine is going against him, but later on it is destroyed as well. But that does not mean that the technology is destroyed too. Toys in Toy Story are able to move due to the zero-point technology created by Syndrome in The Incredibles. Artificial intelligence, which is the toys now, is becoming less satisfied with the way humans are treating them. For example, Sid destroys toys for fun, Emily donates Jessie, and Lotso in Toy Story 3 straight up hates humans for abandoning him. However though, humans and machines still need one another. By the end of Toy Story, animals are no longer seen. This leads to cars. Cars have very high artificial intelligence and they begin to rise up, becoming more human-like. In Cars 2, however, there is a fuel war which leads to humans leaving Earth in a spaceship that is seen in WALL-E. In the movie WALL-E, artificial intelligence has become more empowering. As you can see, it is running the everyday lives of humans on board the ship. Once humans return at the end of WALL-E, there is a tree planted which is similar to the one in the following movie, A Bug's Life. At this point, animals are regenerating again on Earth in the smallest form possible, bugs. In A Bug's Life, you can see that animals are becoming more human-like since they are making cities of their own. You may wonder why there are no humans in A Bug's Life. The answer to this question is quite simple. Since the humans have barely returned to Earth, there are so little of them and they are still slowly reproducing. Animals, humans, and machines are at peace once again until the evolution of monsters. There are two possibilities on why monsters could have occurred. Humans could have evolved into monsters after so much radioactivity from the fuel war, or humans could have crossbred with animals. Since we do not see monsters and humans in the same time period, there is a possibility that monsters are traveling back in time to collect their human energy. The character Boo is the first to get through to the monster world and falls instantly in love with Sully. At the end of the movie, however, Boo is seen trying to get back to Sully and is desperately wanting to go back to the monster world. She is so desperate to figure out how to get back to Sully that it becomes her main goal to do so. While looking for the monster world, Boo could have traveled around the world and eventually discovered magic. Using that magic, she then travels back to the Dark Ages of Scotland, meaning that the witch and brave is Boo from Monsters, Inc. She is still looking for Sully, making the whole Pixar universe connected. Out of all of the characters, why would Boo be the witch, you ask? Well, if you look closely at the background of the witch's woodshop, there is a carving on the wall of Sully himself. The witch is also obsessed with bears, which Sully closely resembles. The witch also has the magical ability to change the interior of her cave by closing and opening doors at the snap of her finger. This relates back to the monsters going back in time to humans through doors. Crazy, right? Finally, we've shown you some examples of objects from different films shown in other movies called Easter eggs. We have chronologically explained how the theory is stated, and we have explained the key foundation of the theory that helps it all be connected. So now we have informed you on the connections between all Pixar movies based on the theory made by blogger John Negroni. Next time you are watching a Pixar movie, you can now pay close attention to the smallest details we mentioned and make connections with other movie series as well.